Alright, everything should be working smooth. I do apologize for the delay with starting this stream. Just some things do not work perfectly, so, I mean, there's only so much you can do. But, I mean, welcome to the live. Today we are doing a Simstock night where White Blair and White Miller seem to be just sitting in the same spot. I don't know if they've already qualified. Believe they've already have. Nonetheless, welcome to a night of Simstock. Today we are going to be doing the Gen 6 ARCA cars at Legacy Pocono, which is a very interesting combination put up by Marty Schmela tonight. We are going to be doing about 15 laps around this super speedway racetrack, and there's not going to be a lot of people here, you know, just a field who knows a little bit about Simstock. So this is, I would personally expect some great racing. I do apologize again for the fact that you were unable to see the qualifying. For some reason, YouTube would not let me connect to my account despite already being connected, so I had to go and redo that. But nonetheless, Gavin Smith is going to be on the pole about a tenth of a second faster than second place Cole Forland. And we're going to have Derek Hitt, I believe, right behind him, Larkin Boyer, Marty Schmela, Wyatt Blair, Zechariah Cartledge, who typically used to host these races, now participating in one of these races. I'm actually kind of interested to see how this goes. This is also the first time an R2R esports team car has been in a Simstock event since I believe February of 2026, if you excuse their affiliate Derek Skladell.
Red Dolly Park.
I'm looking back and I just see Zechariah Cartledge doing donuts, burning up his valuable set of tires. Which, I mean, I don't really understand the logic behind it, but, I mean, Zechariah is not one to take these events all too seriously, so I would not say that, you know, he's really screwed himself over here. I wouldn't say that.
Don't fucking try to. Dude, I swear to God, Zach, you're about to get fucking kicked.
Oh my goodness, these guys are beefing already, and I don't even have my radio on, yet I can still hear them. I apologize. Oh, Zechariah Cartledge. Something just happened, and he was removed. All right. This is already off to a pretty bad start.
I was gonna say maybe not phone out on the front stretch so you don't spin out because that used up your tires.
So is there going to be a link to the stream or not?
Michael Good 25. On what platform? YouTube. I'll send the link in general if I have time. Hold on. Alright, appreciate it.
Okay, so it does not appear that there is any possible way to get rid of the voice chat, so you're most likely just going to have to hear it. Hopefully it goes away. Even though I have the voice chat turned all the way off, for some reason it just still wants to be there, so I guess I have to turn off the voice chat in iRacing settings. Let me do that first. There we go. Green flag in the air. And we're underway. The 97 is going to be out in front. Cole Forland and Gavin Smith right behind him. Already starting to get split up here. Oh, one car in the wall. That's the 10 of Larkin Boyer. He's going to fall back. Just like that on lap number 1, it's going to be single file. A lot of cars going to be hitting the wall here. Wyatt, Blair, Jackson, Cottingham going to get a piece of the wall here. Larkin Boyer going to go around. There he goes. Larkin Boyer gone. First car to go around. Jackson Cottingham seemed to have saved it. The number 18 Kyle Busch car. Tribute to Rowdy, his favorite driver. Wyatt Blair in the 74 got a piece of that wall as well, but he seems to be able to keep it going. Marty Schmela in the 4th position. And we've got a battle for the lead as Gavin Smith tries to get around Cole Forland. It's not going to work as he goes into turn 1. He's going to extend that gap, but down this straight, we've got some draft here. This is a super speedway. It's very large, so you do have some passing opportunities. As I say that, here comes Marty Schmela to the outside of Wyatt Miller. He's not going to get there. Wyatt Miller's going to shut the door and stay in 3rd. Running the top side. He's going to almost get into the wall there. He's going to lose all his progress. Here comes his best friend Wyatt Blair all the way around the outside to take 4th position from him. 2 positions lost in 1 corner. And Marty Schmela goes up to 3rd. You see Cole Forland trying to break the draft, but it's just not working for him. Gavin Smith still on his back bumper, lap number 3 of 15. Smith peeking to the inside, not going to work. Forland still really cutting it close with that wall. Again trying to break the draft. Going all the way to the bottom. Seems to be the optimal line of Pocono. Through turn number 2. The gap has not extended or closed one bit through that corner. Seemed to be dead even. Turn number 3, no turn 4. A tricky triangle. 3 sides, 3 corners. Wyatt Miller has a lifelong ban from Simstock effective immediately. I think you might want to put the blame on Wyatt Blair here, because I'm pretty sure he was the one who removed you. So, like, that's something you got to take up with him. Nonetheless, Cole Forland still going to be out in front here, and he's actually starting to extend the gap from Gavin Smith, who was the pole sitter. Unfortunately, I was not able to get a perfect view of that start because of the audio issues I was having. But into turn number 3, once again, Cole Forland still extending that gap for what seems to be about 0.8 of a second now as they cross the line. Or no, 0.5. I was way off. Body removed them. Gotcha. Down the first back stretch, going into turn number 2, and down what I would like to call the second back stretch. So we've got lap traffic up ahead. I believe that is Wyatt Miller in the 70. Very much off the pace. We just saw him in 3rd place. Something definitely happened to him. But now here comes Gavin Smith. He's going to try and pounce on the 97 once again. 97 Adventures car has pretty much led every lap besides the first. Got around Gavin Smith, who I presume had a bad start, and now Gavin Smith just can't get back to him. He's been able to get close, but he hasn't been able to get side by side, especially not enough to be able to get, make the pass or get any side draft going on here. 97 cutting it all the way to the grass, then back up for the optimal entry into turn number 2. Take a look back here. Marty Schmela Now extended the gap between third and fourth. We've got Wyatt Blair in fourth. That 74 unsponsored machine, at least on the sides, sponsoring his own self. Lap car going to be in the way here. Wyatt Miller. Hopefully he knows he has to get out of the way. And here comes Gavin Smith to the inside. And Forlin's going to shut the door on him once again and keep out in front. And in fact, he's going to get a better exit. He could definitely use the draft from the lap car to his advantage if he really wanted to. Where's Wyatt Miller going to go? Where's Cole Forlin going to go? Miller elects the inside, or the middle actually. And he's slow and in the way, and he's going to run him over, give him a piece of his mind. Cole Forlin moves Wyatt Miller out of the way. Very ballsy move by the 97 of Cole Forlin. Getting rid of that lap car before it became a burden to him. But now here comes Gavin Smith. He's going to go all the way to the outside. Still not going to get side by side with him. He's still hanging around the outside, looking to make the run out of turn number 1. Is it going to work? Now they're side by side down this stretch. The 16 and 97 have been going at it for the entire race. We are 8 laps in, and this is still anybody's race. They could get into each other. One car could spin out. We could throw the yellow here. It's all for the sake of competition, guys. But now, Gavin Smith, new race leader here at Pocono. What can Forlin do to get back at Gavin Smith? He might be stuck in the same position Gavin was a couple laps ago, where he's just not able to find any room to make the pass without getting tight. You saw Forlin was running way better lines than Gavin Smith. As you can see, he cut all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack in that corner. He's going to get a perfect corner exit and try to charge up to the inside of the 16 of Gavin Smith once again. Side by side down the stretch, going into turn number 2. This is going to be tight. Gavin Smith backs out. He's going to go from top to bottom and go back to the inside. A crossover move by Gavin Smith. They're going to be side by side drafting each other down the stretch and going into turn number 3. Who's going to triumph? We're going to lap 10, still side by side. Do we see a little bit of contact, some roughing up? Who's going to get into each other here? I saw Gavin Smith get into the side of the 97, just a little light tap, but they're still going to keep it side by side here as Gavin Smith hangs around him to try and get that side draft. To pull around him, Marty Schmela just confidently waiting in the background, hoping these two would wreck. Still, oh, Gavin Smith, you saw wash up the racetrack just a little bit. But so did Cole Forlin, and as a result, they're still going to stay side by side. Going into turn number 2, this is a great battle. Some good contact going on. Cole Forlin is going to triumph out of turn number 2, and he's going to take the lead once again here at Pocono. 6 laps remain, and only a couple more corners left. By couple, I mean, what, like 20? I'm not doing math. Well, 6 times 3 is 18. 3 corners, yep. Marty Schmela just patiently waiting in the background, hoping these guys would either make a huge mistake that slows them both down so that Marty Schmela can get around them, or for both of them to wreck. You saw they were side by side for a good amount of time. That allowed Marty Schmela to close the gap by a lot. Here comes Gavin Smith. He's going to aggressively cut down to the inside. Going to make the move but not get clear out of turn number 3. Once again, a 97 just going to hang around the outside, see if he can charge up a run. Gavin Smith going to be clear for now, but is he going to get back around him? Cole Forlin has been putting up a pretty good fight this entire race. Wyatt Blair and Jackson Cottingham, you see both in the back fading. The race is as good as gone unless if a caution comes out. Something, only 5 competitors on the racetrack. Down the stretch. Into turn number 2. Noticing that Cole Forland is actually running a much smoother line than Gavin Smith, you know, running the middle to top more than Gavin's running the bottom. Like you'll see, he cuts all the way down low and then he goes all the way up. And there you go. You see Gavin Smith misjudge that corner exit and is going to get into the wall. It's going to allow Forland to get that draft and become a lot faster down this straight. Will Forland have enough time to be able to get around him? Here he comes to the inside. Once again, Forland's just giving him everything he's got. It's just not able to stick. Once again, he's stuck in Gavin Smith's position. That was at the start of this race. It seems like Gavin was just waiting on it, saving, doing whatever he could, not taking the optimal line. And as a result, we've got about 3 laps of this race left, and there's a new leader. The top position has switched hands about 3 or 4 times this entire race. As we approach the start-finish line, 2 laps to go. Any caution after this will result in overtime unless it's the final lap. Schmela once again, I think he might be starting to lose hope. These guys are now starting to straighten out here. Forland does not seem to have anything for the new leader, Gavin Smith, who actually started pole. Smith breaking the draft. Forland's still right behind, but now starting to lose a little bit of time. You saw the interval last lap was 0.3 tenths of a second. As you can see, Forland sends it, and it's going to stick. Through turn number 3. We are going to see the white flag. It is going to be green from start to finish. Gavin Smith leads us to the white. Here we go. One more lap at Pocono. You got to give credit to Gavin Smith. I mean, he came out here. He qualified first. You know, let the 97 burn up all of his stuff. Got around him. Made it look very easy and is now pulling away from him on this final lap. Through turn number 2, Gavin Smith hit the wall a couple of times. I'm sure everybody has. You know the contact. Oh, there goes the 97. He's going to hit the wall just a little bit. But it's not like it mattered anyway. Wall contact or not, Gavin Smith runs a clean, perfect, action-packed race. And out of turn number 3 to the start-finish line, Gavin Smith wins at Pocono. Congratulations to Gavin Smith. I have no idea how many wins this guy has in Simstock. I believe this is either his first or second. As you can see, Marty Schmela coming up to Gavin Smith to give him a little bit of a congratulatory bump there. Just a little nudge as a congrats for winning this race. I believe his first ever Simstock Series win. He could correct me in the interviews. But Gavin Smith is going to remain victorious here at the Tricky Triangle. Cole Forland is going to get second. Marty Schmela rounds out our podium with a 3rd place finish. Wyatt Blair and Jackson Cottingham round out the top 5. Derek hit the final car on the lead lap. Wyatt Miller, Larkin Boyer, me, who didn't start. And Zachariah Carlos, who got booted from the race before it even started. As Gavin Smith slows down to the start-finish line, he's going to burn it down here at Pocono. burning it down. A well-deserved win for Gavin Smith. Very well earned. Let's see if we can get him in the booth. I do want to talk to him. Oh, look, windows. That could be our screensaver. I think it's pretty cool. Okay, it appears that Gavin Smith is not in the R2R Simstock Motorsport Club Discord server, so that interview is not going to happen. Or never mind, actually, no. This is Mr. Unlucky. Mr. Unlucky, he's his lucky day today. Let's bring him in here. All right, just to make sure I'm testing, can you hear me, Gavin?
Loud and clear.
All right, Gavin Smith. Is this your first ever Simstock Series win? I'm contemplating whether or not it is.
Oh, believe me, it is. And it was a great win too. Felt like I had the best car all race long. Had a battle there with the 97. Had a fight with him majority of the race, but yeah, he definitely put up a fight. I was not expecting that, to be honest. He just had speed out of nowhere, and props to him for giving out a great battle and being clean there. But man, what a way to win it at a home track! Can you believe it? Because I really can't, dude. This is amazing, man. I just can't believe it.
It's time to change that name, boy. You're no longer Mr. Unlucky.
You got a point. Yeah, I'm gonna have to switch that name after tonight.
All right. Well,
Man.
that was Gavin Smith. Thank you for coming in, and congratulations on your first career Simstock Series win.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Okay, that was Gavin Smith. He got his first career win. Proud of him. That's great for him. First ever Simstock Series win for Gavin Smith. Comes at Pocono, a home track, he says. So, we're gonna wait for the next race session to pop up. In the meantime, I'm gonna tell my mom not to call me 50 times while I'm live streaming! Alright. Yes, Jackson, I am aware that my microphone is muted. I am eating, that's why. Do you really want to hear me chewing? This is not ASMR. We're not pulling up into the Kanangulo path of things. We're not putting ASMR on this stream. This is a racing stream. The only ASMR you should hear is the cars. Speaking of which, I forgot to turn on the racing sounds. I might have just witnessed the most like violent murder I think I've ever seen in this game. You people in the chat need to stop telling me my mic is muted. I know. I know my mic is muted. Said it before, I'll say it again. I'm I'm eating, dude. Like I don't want you guys to hear me chewing on food. I know I highly doubt anybody would care. I'm still gonna not do it. I'm gonna mute my mic. Just have a little bit of decency. Yeah, I know. I have like a panel on my left that detects whether or not my mic is muted. It's the OBS window. I see it. So I noticed I noticed the mic going out quicker than you can point it out. There appears to be a pit party going on here as Elliot Condra's just going to bully Zechariah Cartledge. All going on for a pit party. Little do they know, they have less than 10 seconds before this session ends, so that pit party's not going to last very long. Oh! There you go. We are underway for qualifying. Chase Ingram, the 0-1, gonna make his start. As well as some others like Jackson Cottingham, Derek Hitt, Cannon Vaughn, Bradley Schmela, Jimmy Jason, Kohler McGillen, and of course, back to Chase Ingram. Taking it nice and slow on the apron. While others full throttle it. Kohler McGillen on the top side. Had to adjust my chair for a moment. Sometimes it just falls. It just does that sometimes. Just lowers itself for no reason whatsoever. Gonna need to get that fixed. Yeah, as you can see, Kohler McGillen running the top side for his first lap. just on that wall at Talladega. And I'll be honest, something about the Twisted Sister on super speedways just does not feel right to me. Like, you can't really push in these cars. But maybe that's the point. They were pretty fast as a result. And definitely one of the more unique looking cars to ever join the NASCAR Cup Series. And all the other divisions as well. Besides trucks. And even then, the truck bodies are, to this day, still very twisted on certain track types. Right now, Colin McGillen at a 58.870, and look at who is at the top of the board. It's the number 7, at least the iRacing number 7, of Zechariah Cartlidge, who gets knocked down by Derek Hitt, Jackson Cottingham, and then Colin McGillen, who goes around for his second lap, 51.843, and here's Jimmy Jason, who's about to die. Wyatt Blair making his start in the Napa Auto Parts number 10 default iRacing scheme. Default iRacing number font. Derek Hitt going to be P2. We got the 48 Luke Gallagher. Luke Gallagher? Yep. He's definitely going to make fun of me after that. But the 48 of Luke Gallagher. Some of you may know him as L-Dog. L-Dog 48 Gaming. Some of you may know him as. It appears that L-Dog just did not change his number on the Twisted Sister because he didn't think he would ever have to run these cars again. I assure you that's definitely why. As he blinks out big time. And he just... Okay. So a 51.843 for Luke Gallagher. Luke Gallagher. That's going to put him P9. Derek Hitt still rolling around. There's this Zechariah Cartlidge in the 16. Still hasn't... Or, well, it's just not moving a muscle, I guess. There's Bradley Schmela sitting there, too. Here's Derek Hitt entering the pits now. He just wanted to torture himself. Just roll around the track really slowly until qualifying's over. Got about 5 seconds, I believe. But look at that. Got some new pole sitters in a completely different top 3. We've got Josh Kenyon, Aaron May, and Chase Ingram. Aaron May not running his usual number 10. He's actually running the 15 this time. A default iRacing number font once again. But look at this Josh Kenyon, who I believe is going to be in the 27, unless if something drastic changes and the world is going to end the next day. Josh Kenyon going to roll off as the leader of this race at Talladega. Aaron May, who's had many, many Talladega wins in the past, is going to be on the outside lane. Chase Ingram and Marty Schmela, two Super Speedway dominators as well, in third and fourth. Derek Hitt on the outside in fifth. Kohler McGillen right behind him, the new MCM driver, who replaces Logan Bolt. Wyatt Blair in the 10. I do want to apologize in advance for the audio quality, because I am running I'm running this on speakers. My headphones are completely broken, so don't know how long it's going to take for me to get a replacement pair. Yeah, honestly not sure. Pace car is going to make the hard left turn into the pit lane. And this time I'm actually going to capture the start of this race. They bunch up, get closer together. And through the restart zone, Josh Kenyon is going to lead the first lap of this race here at Talladega. Or, well, lead the opening lap, I should say that. Already one car a little squirrely in the back. That's the 09 of Elliott Condra. And already some aggressive bunching being made, and number 10 of Wyatt Blair scoots up in front of Kohler McGillen to get to that outside line. Down the backstretch for the first time, Aaron May has some pretty huge help, while the inside starts to lose whatever momentum it has. Aaron May going to be clear for the bottom. Is he going to go there yet? Not quite. Now the outside lane is starting to fade just a little bit. Still side by side as they come out of turn number 4. Luke Gallagher all the way to the top of the racetrack. One car in the wall. That is, again, Luke Gallagher in the 48. He's going to fall back a lot this time. Aaron May still on the top side battling with Josh Kenyon. Ingram and Schmela right behind him. And here comes Elliott Condra by himself on the top side with help from Zechariah Cartledge, who he fakes to go to the outside. Or in this case, the middle. Now Zechariah Cartledge might be the one to fall back unless somebody comes up there to help him. It only takes one car as there's another car on the outside. Here comes Jimmy Jason. He's going to help the 16. Now the question is, I know for sure that with how many cars we've got here, this race is not going to go green all the way. So the question is, when is that caution coming out? Derek Hitt says he's the best pusher ever. Let's put that to the test, Derek. Right now, Aaron May blocking for the first position. Clear of Josh Kenyon. Now blocking the middle. Made a little bit of side contact there. Here comes Aaron May once again blocking the bottom line. This car is relatively small, so you are able to definitely make like 3, 4, maybe even 5 lines at Talladega, though I would not recommend it. Please don't. Just theoretically you could. But here comes Wyatt Blair. He's moved himself up into the 4th position. While Zechariah Cartledge, Jimmy Jason, Martin Schmela, and Luke Gallagher are all trying to create a 3rd line all the way on the outside. Luke Gallagher is going to go to the middle. He's going to abandon Marty Schmela. Oh, no, wait, that's not Marty Schmela. Excuse me, sorry. The cars look identical. There is one car in the zero. I'm not sure who that is. Oh yeah, it's Owen Ben. My fault. Marty, do not shoot me. The cars look identical. It doesn't help that they're single digits, alright? Now that I got that out of the way and my head's no longer a bounty, we can focus back on the leader, which is Aaron May, who's still been actually doing a pretty good job at holding off the rest of this field. So you can see Luke Gallagher cannot stay off the wall. Still 3 lines of cars. Whoa! Marty Schmela's gonna put cartilage in the wall! So I think he might have gotten a little tight there, or a bad push. I'm not really sure. Marty Schmela gonna completely destroy the runs the outside and the top had, or what did I just say? The outside and the top, the middle and the top had. Kenya's gonna scoot over and try to get the middle line to start moving here. Schmela's gonna block Condra. Condra's gonna give him a push. Kenyon's gonna block aid of Marty Schmela, and now he's gonna be blocking the top, middle, and bottom lanes. Not gonna be able to block Aaron May though, who's still to the inside of Josh Kenyon. You can see these guys are getting very unstable. And as the tires wear out here, it's going to be a lot harder to push here. So these guys may need to start giving each other room. As you can see, the 8 and the 09 both go into the wall there. Jimmy Jason got way too close for comfort to the 8 there. He's going to cut in front of Owen Ben. Josh Kenyon's going to get turned by Aaron May, and here we go, it's going to be the big one. Luke Gallagher involved. Many cars involved. There's Josh Kenyon, Zechariah Cartledge, Chase Ingram, Derek Hitt. I also saw Wyatt Blair go around too. Oh my God, Blair's upside down. That's going to be a yellow, obviously, but there we go. That's a yellow flag. I'm not sure what just happened, but that's what we got the replay for, so we're definitely going to be looking back at that, because what on this planet just happened to the field? Oh yeah, see, look, no, I think Aaron May might have just gotten a bad push there. That was very much a domino effect that happened there. Let's take a look here. Or no, actually, it was just him getting unstable on the apron there, collecting a multitude of cars. If there's no fast repairs, that's going to take out a lot of people. And Wyatt Blair, what happened to Wyatt Blair? How did he flip upside down? That's what I want to see. Oh yeah, it looks like Wyatt. See, oh, yeah, he got clipped. He's spinning around. Luke Gallagher gonna just give him a piece of his mind. Oh my goodness! I can't. Look, man, these guys are friends, so I can't even tell if Luke Gallagher did that on purpose or if. Straight to the head. That's one thing you don't want. A race car straight to the head, man. That's funny. Whip out your cameras, guys. You guys need to take pictures of this. This is absolutely chaotic. Also, if you're wondering what that sound is, I do have metal open, so it clips things when I hit a specific keybind, and the specific keybind that I'm pressing is also the same one to continue the simulation, so. Luke, great job absolutely KOing Blair. Good lord. It was a compliment, by the way. See, this is what I mean by Zechariah Cartledge is just not the one to take this series so, like, really seriously. I don't blame him. You're not really supposed to take this series seriously. It's for fun. But yet we still feud, we still beef over what's supposed to be fun. So as expected, a lot of cars came down the pit lane. To get repairs, tires, fuel, whatever. I doubt anybody would be going down the pit lane to get tires and fuel. But you never know with some of these people. So I believe this is going to be the one lap to green. So we are halfway through here. So you can see the 4 of Cannon Vaughn. Gonna get his lap back. Look at that. The 2 identical MCM cars. The 8 and the 0. Owen Ben and Marty Schmela. Quite literally just twins. Gonna be starting first and third. So you already know they're going to help each other. And there's Bradley Schmela on the top side as well as Kohler McGillen. You see a lot of MCM drivers in the top 10. So far, it's a good day for MC Motorsports, MCMS Racing. Well, I guess. I'm just wondering, is there a crash that's going to take out most of the MCM drivers now that I said that they were having a good day? Because then I had to remember that commentator's curse exists, so. I mean, technically it does. Look, man, I'm pessimistic. Like, come on now. What if I just say the opposite? You know, MC Motorsports is doing terrible. Everybody's doing terrible. They're all gonna wreck. Pace car's gonna make the left turn into the pit lane as typical. Schmela really on his toes here. Green flag back in the air through the restart zone. Schmela, the new leader here at Talladega. driver, Ola McGillen in the 48, going to be pushing Elliot Condra as Shmela loses the help, but he's going to get a push from his father, Dad Shmela. Whoa, Shmela almost turned his teammate there. Ooh, boy. That was almost bad. Very tense. The 8 and the 0 back coupled up together. And there's the 48 of Jimmy Jason by himself all the way on the top side and into the wall. I'm seeing a lot of cars get into the wall here. It's the 27 of Josh Kenyon is going to get back out in front. With help from Wyatt Blair behind him. You already know. I've heard Wyatt Blair does not really like Josh Kenyon. Yeah, so he's definitely definitely aggressively pushing him. Sure Wyatt wants to get around Kenyon. They seem to get coupled up back here, and look who's in the top 10 now. Jackson Cottingham in P9 in the 18 car. Don't see much from him as I might have just commentator cursed him. Shmela goes around. He's going to collect Cottingham too. And oh my God, dude, what on this planet? This is exactly what I was talking about. The commentator's curse strikes again. I just mentioned how Jackson Cottingham was running in the top 10. And then he gets absolutely gripped by Bradley Shmela. What was that? And Luke Gallagher is going to escape, but with some damage once again. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna look back on that, obviously. What was that? Oh. Looks like Cottingham, came down, I think. And he accidentally turned Bradley. And it triggered that chain reaction. Chain reaction crash. Let's see who else is involved. Oh my goodness, Derek hit. Either he was in a place he wasn't supposed to be, or he just, was a victim of circumstance there. Yeah, you see Jackson Cunningham definitely came down, and then Hit got into Skledow, or not Skledow, what am I saying? Shmela. That kills Owen Ben. Anyways, who just died? Most of the field. This is like the second time now. Cartledge doing a 1 in a million thing and actually avoiding a wreck. So he makes it unscathed, while the rest of the field has to slow down for the caution flag. Before Cannon Fawn once again gonna have to go down the pit lane, and Luke Gallagher as well. Cottingham and Bradley didn't give me any room in the middle, dude. I had such a run. Yeah, I saw that. $15 laps to go in this race. Yeah, that hurt. BTR Network does appear to be in the race. I don't know if he is. I would like to know what car he is, if he was in the race. You're the 0. Oh, David Johnson, huh? Or Owen Ben. Which one? Which 0? I'm pretty sure. I would assume that you're the one who got, like, absolutely murdered, considering you said, ouch, that hurt, and there's only one other 0 car out on the racetrack. So, I mean, I just answered my own question. By the way, everyone had 1 fast repair, not 0. Oh, wow. No wonder why a huge amount of this field is stewing the race. Pace car is going to make the hard left turn into the pit lane, and this time we've got a different 1-2. We've got Josh Kenyon, the 09 of Elliott Condra, on the inside and outside. Green flag back in the air, and we're going to go back to 5 laps to go. Green flag racing here at Talladega. Kenyon goes all the way to the top side. Either he has a problem or he's trying to fall back. I'm not sure what he just did or why he did that. These guys are going to get coupled back together here very quickly. What do you say we turn it up? Let's turn up some engine sounds. It's time to crank it up here at Talladega. Oh my goodness. What just happened? Another big one. Oh my goodness. Yeah, of course we're going to have to look back at that. What happened? I always have to ask what happened because I can never get down to what actually happened. Oh my goodness, it was Zechariah Cartledge. Zechariah Cartledge caused caused the big one, I think. But before I judge and jump to conclusions here, I'm gonna go back and check. Let's watch Zechariah Cartledge here. Chopper view. Let's actually see what happened to cause this wreck. Oh, Ingram got loose in the wall. Oh, Shimela came down, and then there was a netcode incident, and then everybody suffers after that. Boy, oh boy. That was certainly something. Now it's time to see what carnage this crash caused. Let's see. I think, yeah, I saw Kohler McGillen go around, so if we just take a look at Kohler McGillen, I think we will have a good chance of seeing what exactly happened to this field. You saw Ingram got into the wall, Elliott blinked, and then that was, man. And then Bradley Shmela just gets straight up ran over by Luke Gallagher, who then gets ran over by David Johnson. That's an accordion effect, or more so a domino effect than an accordion effect, especially if I've ever seen one. That was certainly something. See, the 48's going to be pitting, obviously, for repairs. Kenyon's going to fall to the back, and Elliott Condra, the new leader here at Talladega. Let's remove the logo. There we go. Watch my onboard! Caps. Brother, I don't need to see your onboard. I already saw you from the chopper cam. I don't... Like I said, before we jump to conclusions, let's actually see what happened. And I saw what happened, so I'm not blaming you anymore. I saw that Shimela came up. Nonetheless, Zechariah Cartledge is going to actually be on the outside. He's going to be starting second. As a result of overtime, he's going to have a chance to win this race. He's got Luke Gallagher behind him. No, my save. We'll take a look at it after the race. We are a little too far into the caution period to be going back to look at the save. But I did see it. I just didn't point it out. Probably go back and watch you like panicking, like violently twitching your wheel just to save the car. A lot of cars with side damage here. You see Ingram, Cartledge, Gallagher, a couple of others who used up all their fast repairs and is not going to be able to get back on the lead lap or back in the race at all. You see David Johnson, he's actually been pretty quiet this entire race. Now up in the top 5 with Jimmy Jason. Shimela going to be all the way in the back. Pace cars, once again, hopefully for the final time, going to make the hard left turn into the pit lane as we see Wyatt Blair come back and hit the brakes almost a little too late there. We're going to have 2 laps to decide the winner at Talladega. Elliot Condra's going to get a good start, and he's going to be in control of both lines. Green flag back in the air at Talladega. Condra still out in front as the run starts to fail for Zechariah Cartledge. Jimmy Jason going to the top side, outside by himself. Gonna kill the middle line. Never mind, it's Chase Ingram. Everybody's gonna go to the outside. Here comes Zechariah Cartledge. He's gonna stay with the middle line. This could be another big crash as they're 4 wide. Down the backstretch, and around goes Luke Gallagher. He's gonna get the Dale Earnhardt treatment. He's gonna go straight into the wall in turn number 3. And with the fellow 48 cars, he's going to cut down. Zechariah Cartledge is going to cut down in front of Josh Kenyon. He's going to collect Bradley Shimela as well. It appears not to be a caution. White flag in the air at Talladega. Cartledge needs the help if he's going to get to the front of this field. And look at this. Cannon Vaughn now up to second. With help from Marty Shimela. Ingram, Cartledge, and Johnson all looking on the outside to try and make a run work. Ingram's going to side draft. They're going to be 3 wide for the lead. Through turns 3, Elliot Condra still has the 4 of Cannon Vaughn to his back bumper. And out of turn number 4, Zechariah Cartledge is going to get a piece of his own cake. Or whatever the heck the saying is. I don't care. Elliot Condra still blocking, aggressively blocking. He might pull the late block. He's going to. They're going to be side by side. They're going to wreck, and Elliot Condra is going to win the race at Talladega as Shimela almost flips. Not the best of my calls, going to be completely honest. And I just remember the saying was Zechariah Cartledge getting a piece of his own medicine, not cake. That just sounds weird. But nonetheless, Elliot Condra going to get the win, and Derek Hitz actually going to come back and get P2 out of it. He was very, very close to getting this race win. You saw that. Oh yeah, Ingram, out of his sheer hatred for the 16 of Zechariah Cartledge, failed to realize that pushing him gave him a better chance at winning this race than Elliot. He just did not want to work together, decided to side draft him. And that was all she wrote. Medicine for what? They just hating on me? Intentional or not, you caused a couple of wrecks here, buddy. see if I can bring Elliot Condra into the booth for an interview. Elliot Condra, Michael Good in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, Elliot. Good job on the win, bro. I mean, not much to tell you here. I mean, that was definitely a crazy finish and an even crazier race. Crazy that you were able to get the win here, and Derek Hitt actually got second
Wait.
here.
Elliot, when you got into me, was it netcode?
It was
I'm
really
so
bad netcode. I'm looking at it through the tri-oval. I was like middle of the second lane, and you were like a good half car off me, and
Yeah, I
yeah,
thought.
it just sent you.
Yeah, I almost had it, bro. Hey, good win though. Good win.
Thank you.
All right, well, that was very questionable, very questionable finish. That was a big crash, as typical on the final lap at these super speedway races. Tell us how you went through that entire race, how you got that win.
Honestly, I kind of just made some aggressive moves to get up to the front, and then just tried to stay up there. On the last lap, I was hoping that, like, if Zechariah didn't get turned there out of 4, it would have been a much easier win. I was just trying to keep the 4 along, like, side by side, so he couldn't go anywhere. But he got out there, and I thought for sure he was gonna have me. And then, like, I came down a little bit, but then it like net coded us really weird and spun him. So I wish we could have had a closer finish between the 4 and I, but it is what it is. It was a fun race.
All right, thank you, Elliot. Congratulations once again on the win. We've got another person in here. We've got Chase Ingram. And I'm just gonna, before you start talking, Chase, I know you don't like Zechariah, but there was no reason to bot yourself out of a win just because you don't like one person. You can still try and go get it. I don't know what you were thinking. I mean,
I exactly knew what I was thinking.
Yeah, well, it wasn't a good thought. Hopefully next time you don't throw away your win in spite of another person.
I might do it.
I'm sure you...
Also, you see my save?
Yeah, I saw your save. Bro, both you and Zechariah were meat riding the living hell out of me, telling me to look at the save.
Yeah,
Man,
I got clipped. I got clipped by Kohler, and my right rear tapped the wall, which didn't get my car too sideways and allowed me to hang on to it.
All right, well, where did you end up finishing in the end? Okay, P7, not bad. I believe there is one more race after this.
Huh? Jeddah's
Hello?
at Michigan. That's definitely not gonna go well.
Oh boy.
Hello.
Oh yeah, we've got another person. This was actually our runner-up, Derek Hitt. You were in the call before, so I had to give Ingram a quick little interview. Derek Hitt, you got P2.
Yeah, I did. You know, kind of sad. You know, thought I'd win this. You know, one of my favorite cars. Literally the best track I've ever ran on this car. One of the best pushers. You know, self-glaze always. But you know, coming out of 4, you know, in the back of the pack, decided to push it too wide. They started going wide. They started going everywhere up front. 4 gets wrecked side by side with the 09. Good win, Condra. No, you're still here. Surprised I was still up there. Got wrecked 3 times. Had to use one of my fast repairs. Got really lucky with all the damage. Best finish in R2R. So pretty excited. maybe I'm not washed anymore.
Well, it's good to see that you finally put your skills to the test and got a P2 here at Talladega. It was actually pretty close.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was less than a tenth of a second between you and Condra. So, I mean, way to get it done, way to get second. I mean, not much else to say there. Congrats on the run.
Yeah, I wanna thank Volvo for being the manufacturer on my car. I want to thank Sonic. You know, great chili dogs. You know, my favorite chili dogs ever.
Plugging sponsors
Half
in our racing.
half a car length to the win. So close.
Jetta's at Michigan? What?
I'm gonna head out.
Yeah,
All right,
Good luck with
me too.
Michigan.
Did he just say Jetta's at Michigan? How is that gonna work? That cannot possibly work. That's gonna be terrifying. That might be terrifying. I don't know how that's gonna work. Jetta's at Michigan. Huh. Show me one wreck I caused, by the way. Yeah, I'm still in the session. Let me go ahead and do that. Nope, wait, actually, this was some netcode. Rest in peace to Zechariah Cartledge, got slimed out by netcode and the blame game. Oh, poor dude. I feel like netcode has been the main problem between most of these people and the crashes and stuff. And I feel like even if anything, I feel like Marty Schmailer would probably be at fault for that. Or it might have just been a racing incident. Because he was racing hard trying to side draft, but the netcode said no, kill yourself. So, I mean, not much you could have done there. Did look like you caused the wreck, though, because from my perspective when I was viewing it live, like, you can see right here it doesn't look like netcode. So at the time, I thought it wasn't. Yeah, but Volkswagen Jettas, that's a very questionable track and car combo. I'm not sure how that's gonna go. That's yeah, that's not. I'm not sure how that's gonna go. That's gonna be certainly an interesting choice because I'm pretty sure the TDI is a rally car, isn't it? Yeah, so I'm not so sure how it's going to do on a big track like Michigan. No dirt whatsoever, by the way. Or no, not the... Oh, those! I was thinking about the Volkswagen Beetle. That's what I was thinking about. I was thinking about the Beetle. That's the dirt car. Or the dirt rally car. It's the Volkswagen TDI, that really old front wheel drive race car. That's still going to be terroristic. I'm not sure how that's going to go. But, I mean, we've got a little bit of time, so, I mean... We can try and predict what will happen. I predict 65 wrecks and 4 cars left, and Marty Schmailer wins the race. So, the Volkswagen Jetta TDI Cup. That's once again, certainly a fascinating choice. I'm in the car myself this time. I'm not going to be racing, I'm just here in practice, goofing off. But I mean, yeah, the thing's literally just like kind of a street car. Kind of. I'm a cheater. I'm clearing my black flags. Yay! I'm a terrorist. Oh, and Michael Good just kills a family of 4. For no reason whatsoever. I do it for the love of the game, guys. Trust. This is a pretty old car, I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't think it's been updated in a long time. Oh! Oh my god! Who hits cartilage? Oh my god! This is why I love iRacing, man. Yeah, I T-boned him and he looked like he got launched to the stratosphere. What was that? The murder, bro. The absolute murder. It looks like something straight out of a cartoon, dude. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so Cartilage is definitely dead. If that was like a regular street car, he'd be dead. Just saying, just putting that out there. I'm gonna continue to goof off in practice until qualifying. Then I'm gonna become my serious commentator. Ooh. Plus, it's practice. You're supposed to have fun. Ah, these guys did the pit party without me. That's not fun. Cartilage somehow died again. I'm not even gonna question why. I'm not sure, like, how I'm expecting this pack to go, because that's certainly scary. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. A soul has been snatched. Another soul has been snatched. I'm gonna snatch this guy's soul! Oh my goodness! Cannon Vaughn! Oh, he still has power to kill me. What is this car, man? What? These have got to be the goofiest cars I've ever seen on this service. Look at the crash I just had. Okay, let's go ahead and look at. Let's go ahead and look at Ingram's crash. Oh, what are you? What Ingram? Ingram, what are you doing? Oh, and 30 people dead inside the pit lane. And what is going on over there? Whoa. Dude, there's so much to unpack with these crashes. This is gonna be... Oh, man. Oh, man, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be really fun. This is especially gonna be really funny to commentate over. So we're in qualifying. Marty Schmela in the 8 car is going to put in his qualifying effort. I mean, you got to give dedication to Marty. I don't think I've ever seen somebody put as many copy-paste schemes on as many cars as I've seen this guy. Now I'm going to be honest, these cars, realistically speaking, might be closest to what Marty Schmela actually drives in real life. And Zechariah too. Why didn't they use these for the Bomber Series? Huh? Is it because they're front-wheel drive? Huh? We don't discriminate around here. What about me? What about me? So Marty Schmela, Zechariah Cartledge, we got Cannon Vaughn running the top side. We got Luke Gallagher also running the top side. We got Elliot Kandra, once again, just in the black 09 car. Bradley Schmela, Eric Sanchez. Through turn 3 and turn number 4. How many laps did they give this? You're giving them 2 laps? Are you sure that they're going to be able to make these 2 laps? I believe this is the white flag for Marty Schmela. 1 more lap for him. So Zechariah Cartledge goes to the top of the point. Josh Kenyon, Gavin Smith, the winner of race number 1. Chase Ingram, going to be qualifying above Marty. Cannon Vaughn, going to be below. Luke Gallagher also going to be below. Elliot Kandra just now on his lap. Where is he going to be? He's going to be at the pole. Elliot Kandra, for now, is going to be starting first. The Volkswagen, what am I saying? Volkswagen TDI Jetta Terrorism Cup. That's what I wanted to say. I don't know what Volkswagen is. Sounds like some cheap Chinese ripoff. Bradley Schmela so far dead last. Going through the apron. Will he improve his qualifying lap? Yes, he will, and he's going to be P4. I should probably hit ready to race because I'm not qualifying. I don't want these guys to wait. I'm not going to... I'm on a time crunch here, so I want to get this race over with as soon as possible. All right, chat. How many people flipping? Anybody who's still active in chat, tell me how many people are going. Oh my God! Tell me how many people are going to go flipping. I don't judge. This sucks, low-key. We should do Legend Cars Chicago Street at some point. Yeah, you better have the funds to provide me Chicago Street because I don't got it. If you want me to broadcast that, pay up, boy. Two people going flipping. That's Gavin's guess, and I'm pretty sure he's in this race. So try not to be one of the two. Alright, the base car has spawned in. And now it's time for everybody to grid so we can prepare to race the Volkswagen TDI Jetta Terrorism Cup Series. Because I already know somebody's going to go flying. Elliot Contra going to be the leader. Zechariah Cartledge starting on the outside. I'm still scared for you guys. Like, there's no telling what you guys are going to do with this newfound opportunity of racing street cars at a big track such as Michigan. I don't trust any of you, so I'm going to say that there's got to be at least one flip that's going to happen here. Alright, now they're rolling off. This is what I imagine is probably going to be the closest to pace car racing. I mean, they do have a somewhat similar shape. Why am I in here? No, I don't want to race. I don't want to race. I don't want to race. Leave me out of that. Pace car makes the hard left turn into the pit lane. And green flag in the air for the first time here at Michigan International Speedway. Elliot Condra's going to lead him with Marty Schmailer right behind him. See Schmailer already trying to make the apron line. They're already 4 wide. See, this is what I'm talking about. Somebody's going to go flipping. There goes Cartledge. Around he goes. Oh my goodness, Bradley Schmailer hard hit. Into the wall they go. Is there going to be a yellow? Yes, there is. That's a caution. And Zechariah Cartledge, I believe, saved it. And he's not going to have terminal damage, surprisingly. Let alone any, actually. I don't think he has any damage. That was certainly something. Cartledge just got ran over in the first lap. Let's try and go back and see what happened here. Marty Schmela said in the chat, lap 1, by the way, everyone. Alright, let's watch Cartledge's chase camera. I swear, man, this is probably, yeah, like, realistically speaking, this is probably netcode again. Yeah, he got the push from Bradley. And then they, for some reason over here. Oh no, that he definitely cleared himself there, in front of Kenyon. And then Bradley Schmela's just junked on lap number 1. That is sad. I like how when I caused a wreck, Mike says I got turned, and when I get turned, he says I caused it. But you said you haven't caused a singular wreck, so you gotta, like, pick one, bro. This one was definitely your fault, though. You came down onto Kenyon. And even if you come down in front of somebody, and even if you're the cause, you still got turned. You just turned yourself. Couple cars blinking out here. Again, that was certainly an interesting first lap. Where's my horn? Dude, imagine how chaotic racing would get if we had horns, man. They're going to rack it all up and do it again. The pace car is going to make the hard left turn onto the pit lane, and they're going to be side by side, bunched up with the green flag in the air at Michigan International Raceway, take number 2. Already starting to go 3 wide back here. Hopefully these guys learned their lesson about not going 5 wide in turn 1. Contact made. They're 4 wide. Here comes Cartledge. He's going to get a huge block thrown on him by Elliott Condrey. He's going to come back up, try and look for another lane to try and salvage that run. Not going to work. And the one of L-Dog, Luke Gallagher, is actually going to take the lead here. And oh, they're going to make contact! A lot of contact being made as the cameras start to malfunction here. But look at that. L-Dog, Luke Gallagher, is going to lead a lap here in Simstock. And they're going to make contact again. There they go. Around they go. That's Chase Ingram. That's Gavin Smith. And that's Zechariah Cartledge in the 6th. That was certainly something. And as typical, we're going to go back and take a look at what happened. Oh, there it is. Yeah, the push from Gavin Smith. I believe that was either Ken Vaughn or Eric Sanchez that came down on him after that hit. No, it was actually the 11. That was Jackson Cottingham. Who actually somehow managed to get through that wreck unscathed. Because you saw how sideways he got. As a result, Jackson Cottingham is actually going to be, Whoa, 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 hey, hey, whoa. Whoa, Garland, you can't do that, buddy. You can't do that, buddy. I was bump drafting, I didn't mean to. Oh, Ingram blew the engine. Oh my goodness. That was no, bro. That was no, bro. That look, man. Look, man. You doing a little too much, Zach. I'm gonna be honest with you. You doing a little too much. Yeah, so these guys. I love this race. I love this race so much. This is just funny as hell because it's just crashes and beef, dude. And I can't say I expected any different. Like, man, dude. No jumping start no matter where you are. Yeah, listen to him. You can't jump the start no matter where you are. Elliot Condra's gonna get, once again, the lead out of this. And he's gonna be starting first. Passenger airbag, how ironic. Kenyon's got some damage on the front. Condra's got some damage on the rear. So as far as I'm concerned, it's going to be an equal battle. Once again, the pace car is going to make the turn into the pit lane. And through the restart zone for take number 3 of this race. Green flag back in the air. Elliot Condra is going to get clear of both lanes. And here comes Jackson Cottingham in the 11. What lane is Jackson going to go to? That's the question. The two of Ken and Vaughn right on his back bumper. Cottingham looking to the outside, trying to get to the outside of Elliot Condra, trying to get a push from the 27 of Josh Kenyon. He's got to keep that car straight if he wants a push. He's going to get it. He's going to get that push out of turn number 2. And here comes the one. That's L-Dog, Luke Gallagher, now looking through the middle. And Elliot Condra's going to get shoved out of line, but he's going to have some help from Marty Schmelo, who breaks. And here comes the one, Luke Gallagher, now coming back to the point. O-Dog trying to lead another lap here at Michigan. Getting very tense here, making a lot of contact. But the 11 of Jackson Cottingham going to be leading lap number 8. Jesus Christ. I cannot speak. Darn speech impediment. I wish I was normal. Going into turn number 1. Cottingham's still going to have the race lead. There's 2 lap cars on the bottom. That's going to cause them to crash. Josh Kenyon goes into the wall. And another car is destroyed. That's the 3 of Eric Sanchez. Yellow flag once again. Going to wave. Oh boy, a caution fest race. That was certainly something. So that was certainly something. I'm not sure how to, comment about that. That was like the. This has so far been the weirdest race I think I've ever watched. So Jackson Cottingham, how about that? Jackson Cottingham gonna be the race leader once we go green again. Back in my chair. Even though Jackson Cottingham is going to be the race leader at the time of restart, still going to be anybody's race, still going to be anybody's chance to win. Might I add that most of everybody's cars looks almost identical to each other, as you can see Chase Ingram's getting his laps back. Once again, the pace car is going to make the hard left turn into the pit lane. I'm going to be honest, I do not believe this is going to be the last time, but time will tell. Green flag back in the air. Here comes Chase Ingram. He's trying to get his lap back. I don't know if he's back on the lead lap. Marty Schmale is going to fall out of the line. And yes, I believe Ingram is back on the lead lap, so good on Chase for getting his laps back. So you can see the 6 of Zechariah Cartledge. Got a bunch of damage, fading fast. Whoa! Cottingham getting very loose with the push from Luke Gallagher. You see he's not playing around. He wants that Simstock win. He's been very close as of recent. I'm not so sure he's won here. Actually, in fact, I don't think he has. So this would be his first ever Simstock victory. But it would also be Jackson's first ever Simstock victory as well. Here comes the 6. Zechariah Cartledge making the apron work. Even by himself, he's making the apron work. The 09 of Elliott Condra is going to get out in front, but that's only for now. The rest of these cars are going to come with a full head of steam, and Jackson Cottingham's not going to be very nice. He's going to be really pushing that 09. And when it's go time, and Jackson Cottingham's going to make sure that Elliott Condra knows that well. Elliott could get 2 in a row, or Jackson could win this race. Here comes the 6 of Cartledge. He's going to block aggressively the 11. He's going to go all the way up the racetrack and almost hit the side of Josh Kenyon, but he's going to keep it straight, and he's going to push the 1 of L-Dog, Luke Gallagher, to the race lead. An all-out hornet's nest right now. We're only on 2 laps to go, and here comes Cartledge all the way to the bottom of the racetrack. And here comes Jackson Cottingham blocking Cartledge and Contra for P2. Out of turn number 3, and now approaching turn number 4. Here comes the 09 of Elliot Contra. He's still looking. White flag in the air. 1 to go. L-Dog leads. Very aggressive. They're getting all up on each other here. A bunch of contact being made. Ingram's back in the mix. Kenyon's in the mix. The 2's in the mix. Everybody's in it to win it here at Michigan. But only one will come out in front. And the 1 of L-Dog is going to get turned. Luke Gallagher goes around. The 3's going to go around as well. The 3's going to save it. That was Eric Sanchez. Now out of contention to win this race. And here comes Josh Kenyon. He's all the way in the bottom, I believe. He just cut through a bunch of people to get to this race lead as there's a bunch of contact being made. They're all going to wreck. Cottingham's going to blow through the 6, and the 6 is going to go straight into the race, or straight into the wall. Now they're going to be 3 wide banging each other, and oh my god, the 11's going to, oh my god, this is a wreck fest. Who's going to get it? Oh my goodness, I think Josh Kenyon might have just won this. What was that? I couldn't even commentate that. That was so chaotic. What was that? Cottingham gets turned by Marty Schmela. Dude, there's so much to uncover. We got some beef in the chat. Not very nice. A bunch of contact, man. Oh, hard lick for Zachariah Cartledge. And then, Cottingham gets turned, and then Gavin Smith almost stole this race win out of Kenyon's hands. Once again, another 0.0, tenth of a second finish. Let's go and just watch this entire final lap. Let's watch this from Gavin's POV. Saw the car still was inside. Schmela came up. And then these guys wrecked in front of him. Oh my goodness. Either Cottingham came up or Gavin Smith came down. Or it was both. I'm not going to be the one to call that, but that was really close. Props to Gavin Smith. He almost won this race. He was going to go 2 for 2. Not 2 for 2, but like 2 wins at least. That was certainly something. I'm going to go talk to Josh Kenyon now. While we wait for Josh Kenyon, I'm gonna go ahead and talk to the people currently in the Hangout chat. That was something. Y'all, all 3 of y'all getting an interview because I couldn't even commentate that finish. I didn't know what to say. That was the most chaotic finish I've ever seen in my life.
All right.
It was amazing. You could send it all the way to the inside wall in the backstretch.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was awesome.
Block people all the way back, all the way down there. It was awesome.
That was fucking crazy. I thought I was just gonna stick to third until the 2 died there. I almost stole that one, bro.
Hey, Michael, I want to watch your commentary for the finish.
I was literally tripping over my own words. I could not understand a single thing going on. That was something.
That was amazing.
Yeah, that was some good racing. That was a lot of crashes too. I thought somebody was gonna flip, but it's surprising you guys kept all 4 wheels on the ground.
I was the entire race. I was just dying about how quiet the cars are. It was just freaking hilarious.
That was hilarious. You
Man.
could put them like 7 wide. That was so fun.
Yeah, 5 wide, and then
It was fun, but like one wrong move from one driver, and the whole field's dead.
yeah.
It was fun if we
Unfortunately,
could
there's a
ban.
lot of that.
It was fun if we could ban Zechariah cartilage.
All right, let's not
Dude,
try
almost
to
had 3
let's not
wides.
try to call out
Almost had-
people on stream. We can like settle that somewhere else. Josh Kenyon, finally, bro. Let's get an interview on you.
Oh,
Let-
of course
just
it
talk
was
to me.
Zach.
Yo, oh my
yeah.
gosh. L-Dog turned Kenyon on lap 9.
Yep. All right, talk to
Nice.
us, Kenyon. What happened?
Not ideal.
Yeah, I just want to thank my Cadillac Escalade-powered Volkswagen. Brought the win here. It was low-key, my honest opinion, that was a terrible combo. I think it would have been fun if we didn't make
man.
the stops.
That was
goofy.
fun, but we need a higher skill set for that.
Yeah, but
Imagine that.
and yeah, I just
drivers.
kept getting turned and shit, but I eventually won, so it's all good.
We was getting turned and shit.
Oh, my bad. I didn't know if I could swear or not. My bad.
That's fine. I don't get monetized.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I didn't want to hook that guy, but he just kept turning into me for no reason. So I was like, okay, I'll just get you back. So.
Yeah,
And
no, he was-
Chase Ingram, I low-key kind of got into him. I thought he was way lower, but so sorry to him. But
Me bump.
I don't know who that other kid was that kept hitting into me, but I thought we were gonna just go across the line. Perfectly fine.
Yeah, once
But-
again, another like finish that probably could have been even greater.
Yeah, I agree.
Because, like, man, that was like another close finish that resulted because of a wreck, and it was like 2 in a row.
Yeah. Yeah, but thanks for streaming, and can't wait for the next one.
All right. I don't think I'm going to be doing a race number 4, and if so, then it depends on. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to have enough time for a race 4. I've got like 10 minutes until I got to go to bed because like I'm low-key locked in. I'm like my school year. I graduate this year.
Hell
16.
yeah. Good for you, Bear. Yo, send that stream link. I didn't see it.
All right. Just be warned. My commentary towards the end of this race was straight ass cheeks because
all
dude,
good.
I didn't understand a single thing going on at the end.
I didn't either, and I won, so.
Well, I mean, yeah. Let me close down the stream and then I'll give you the link.
Ready, bet. Thank you.
All right, see you guys. All right. After a very, very questionable and kind of controversial race finish, that's going to end our action for tonight. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and thank you guys for listening to me struggle on who to call out when when cartilage wrecked like 3 different times. So, look, man, just if you're still here and if you want to see more of this content, like, subscribe, do whatever you can, even join the action. I'll put the Discord link in the chat. Granted that you're not somebody who races in the Artois Simstock Motorsport Club, you don't need to sign up. You just join one of these races, and the session password will typically be shared in that server. So if you want to join these races and they're password protected, then join that server and you'll get them. This is Michael Good signing off. I really need to learn how to commentate under like heavy fire situations such as that finish. But realistically, I don't think there was anything anybody else could have like said that would have been made it any more interesting. See you guys next time. I don't know what we're going to be doing next. I'm not doing a race 4. If somebody else is doing race 4, they can broadcast it on their channel, but I'm not doing it. It's too late at night for me to do that. See you guys soon.